This month I have 6 new Canva features I need to talk about, so don't you go anywhere. Hey, what's up everyone, Ronnie here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm super happy to present a new episode of What's Hot. I know it is your favorite series on the channel. So today we have 6 new features to talk about, and one of them I know will make a lot of you very happy because this is a feature you guys have been asking for and waiting for a very long time. So without further ado, let's jump into Canva and let's discover these hot and new features. The first new feature we need to talk about has to do with presentations, and it's called Magic Shortcuts in the Remote Control. So let's analyze this for a second. It's quite a long title. If you haven't followed all of the episodes of What's Hot, you might not know. Hey Ronnie, what the heck is remote control? Well, remote control is Canva letting you use your smartphone or any other device really to control the slides on your presentation, kind of like a clicker. So let me first show you how to use your phone as a clicker, as a remote control for your presentation. So for that, I first need to get into presenter mode. I have this presentation right here, which is basically a template, couple of pages. Doesn't really matter for the sake of showing you this feature, but what you need to do is to hit the present button. So this will work in any presentation mode, but I'm going to use the presenter view mode. Okay, so presenter view, present, and then typically I will have my 2 windows, my audience window and my main window. Okay, I got it. So I have control over my presentation from here. I can go from slide to slide using my keyboard arrows or simply clicking on the different slides right here. Okay, let's go back to slide 1. And now, if I use the 3 little dots right here, the More button, I can find Share Remote Control. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. So remote control your presentation from another device. Okay, so Canva basically gives you a possibility to control that presentation from another device. So I'm gonna copy the link. Now, I'm gonna grab my phone right here, simply go into a browser and paste that link. Okay. Pasting that link, and Canva is connecting. Now it is connected and I see these 2 major buttons right here. Let me get out of this menu right here to simply show you. You see I'm tapping the buttons and the pages of my presentations are flipping. That's not new, that's just remote control. What's new is the magic shortcuts right here, and I can extend them, you see, with the little drop down arrow, and now I have my presentation shortcuts that I used to trigger with some keys on my keyboard. Now in order to show you what they do, I'm gonna bring back the audience window right here. Okay, so this is the audience window. Let me bring it back, and I'm just gonna put it on top of the other window right here. I want to show you how these magic shortcuts work from the remote control because I think this is pretty cool. Just tap on them and you see, here's a bunch of confetti, and I can tap a bunch of different times to add more confetti. Okay, so that's pretty cool, like that. Drum roll also work. The curtain, opening up and closing, the mic drop, everything is here basically. And there is a little Easter egg right here for Halloween. Today, the day I'm shooting this video, we are very close to Halloween. Probably when you will see this video, Halloween will be behind us, but Canva introduced 2, I would say, seasonal shortcuts. The little ghost right here that you can also activate with the G key on your keyboard, or the little spider. Let me get rid of the ghost, little spider right here that you can activate with the S key on your keyboard or simply using the spider on your remote control. So neat little thing right here. You can still navigate your slides with the arrows on your phone, but you have all of the magic shortcuts right there. I think this is a neat little trick. Well done, Canva, to add more functionality to this remote control. I think this really improves the quality of life of anyone really presenting with Canva. Moving on to the second new feature for today, but also moving on to a new category of updates. Let's now talk about what's hot, what's new with video. Starting with this feature right here, which has a lot of potential. Canva calls them Lottie stickers or animated vector stickers, and this is probably the future of stickers on Canva. So let me show you what they do first. So the stickers you're seeing right here, starting from the one one that says Canva and then these animated shapes are the next generation of stickers on Canva. Let me show you why. If I click on this sticker right here and I position it somewhere on my design, you will see that I can now change the color of that sticker, which was something I could absolutely not do with the normal stickers. So I can change the color of this sticker to make it on brand, and this will continue to look great. Also, I can really stretch this sticker to make it very big on screen, and I will not lose in quality. So let me show you with the Canva logo right here, which is also a Lottie sticker. So let me make that smaller first. You know what? I'm gonna just use a new page right here. I'm gonna use a white page and copy the sticker right here. Okay, so I have my Canva logo right here. Usually stickers were a little bit lower resolution, right? They would start to show very pixelated if you really make them bigger on your canvas. You could not stretch them as much as you want. They will start losing in quality. Look how big I made this Canva sticker right here, because it is still a sticker on this page right here, and it's still super crisp. I can zoom in to show you every single part of this logo of this sticker is super crisp. So that's what Canva calls Lottie stickers. It is the next generation of stickers that are progressively coming into Canva. And these Lottie stickers offer two main benefits, like huge benefit compared to the other stickers. The first one, I already mentioned it, is that you can change their color. See, I can easily change the color from black to any color, really. I can use my brand colors, I can pick any color from the color wheel. So that is a great improvement, because you can now make not any stickers, but all of the new Lottie stickers, and I'm gonna show you in a second how to find them. All the Lottie stickers, so stickers carrying these attributes, you will be able to recolor, to change their color. And the second main benefit is that you can resize them. They're not gonna move, they're not gonna decrease in quality. Their resolution is gonna remain perfectly intact. That is because they are vector stickers, not the regular stickers we used to find in Canva. Now, this is still a very early stage. Canva has allowed us to show you this new category of stickers, so you might not have them yet in your account, so they are coming soon. Just be patient if you don't see them yet. Now, at this early stage of the Lottie stickers, they are still quite a bit tricky to find because you have to copy a specific brand keyword, this brand keyword right here. So if you want to try, go ahead and screenshot this keyword right now, because this is the one you will need to paste in your element section. And guys, as I speak, Diana is preparing a video to show you how to find more of these Lottie stickers, what keywords to type into Canva to generate these Lottie sticker sets. And so make sure to subscribe to our channel, and maybe also use the notification button if this is something you are interested in, because this video is coming very soon and you don't want to miss it. And now let me come back to my keyword right here. So the way to find them, make sure you are under your Elements tab right here, then paste the brand code I just showed you. Okay, so paste that right here in the search box, hit enter. Okay, make sure you are on the Graphics tab. Okay, make sure to follow every single step. So make sure you are on the Graphics tab and then use the filter. Okay, filter the animated stickers. Animated, apply the filter. Right now, I'm seeing a bunch of characters right here. Those are not Lottie stickers, okay? I don't know why they appear here. For me, the Lottie stickers start at the white Canva logo. So for now, there are very little Lottie stickers because, as I told you before, this is the early stage of these new stickers. But you can try, you can try these animated shapes because they are already carrying these new attributes. So I can change their color very easily, and I can resize them. They are not going to lose in resolution. So that's how you find these stickers. Keep an eye out for more, because I know for a fact Canva is going to start adding them to the library. So progressively we'll see more, and we'll probably see an easier way once they have a good amount already of these new stickers in the library. You won't have to copy a specific brand keyword to access them. My bet would be that these will progressively replace all of the stickers in Canva, but hey, I don't know. So this is only my intuition, so keep an eye out for these Lottie stickers. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed these appetizers, and now I am kind of ready to serve you the main dish. But before I do, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button, because this will really help us show the video to more people on YouTube, because that's really what we want. We want to reach more people with our content and continue educating as many people as possible. So hit that like button and take a sip of water, because I'm bringing on the main dish. Introducing element timing. So many of you have been waiting for this and asking Canva, how can I better control when my elements show and disappear on screen when I'm creating videos or animation? Right up to now, the solution was to cut your video into different pages, into different clips, and add your elements and make them come and disappear with the animations. But this is no more the case. Element timing will allow you to basically make any element in your video project appear and disappear on your timeline, and you will have full control over that. Now, this is the promise. It does sound very nice and appealing for all of us using animation in Canva, and I'm going to show you where to find this feature and how to use it. So for that, make sure you're using a video document type. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and find this happy birthday little video right here. Okay, so this is a template. I didn't create this video, but the way you bring up element timing is by simply selecting an element in your video project. It could be on any of the pages. Let's take page 1, for example, these little arrows right here, which are a sticker, and they are pointing at happy, the first word in this text box. So let's take this element. So, okay, with the element selected, click on the 3 little dots, the More button, and find this item in the contextual menu called Show Timing. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and now Canva brings that element right here in purple on my timeline. You see how I now have this element right now, and I can control the beginning of when this element will actually show up in my first page right here, and the end of it as well. So this allows me to control the timing. See, let me first play it from the beginning. Okay, disappear, there you go. So that's if you want your arrow to show from the beginning. But if you don't want so, if you want the arrow to kind of come up later, just drag a little bit here, and you can zoom on that timeline if you want to. The way you zoom on your timeline, simply click, you see this button right here, zoom page. By default, it would be your editor page. So if you zoom now, it's just zooming on the page itself. But if you click on that button, you see now the highlighted portion of this button has moved down to the thumbnails. So this part right here, the timeline. And now you can zoom in to have more space on the timeline. So that's just a little trick. You might not know already in Canva that you can actually zoom on your timeline. So with the timeline selected, I can, you see, easily drag to the left or to the right the beginning of this little section right here that represents my arrows. So I'm gonna actually move that to this side and make them go up to the end of this section. Okay, I want the arrows to disappear with my slide right here with the transition. So now let me play that back from the beginning again. It's not there, and then it starts to show right there. So this is great. You can also combine that with animation. You see, with the element itself selected, animate, make sure it's your element animation, not the entire page. And you can choose whatever animation you want to use for this one element right here. Let me choose stomp, because stomp is a very particular one, on enter. Okay, and play that again from here. See how it stomped here? Let me play that again. Like so, that's the stomp effect, boom. So, very cool. You can really play around with this, make your elements appear and disappear. A couple of things you should know though. First of all, if you have different pages, like it's the case right here on this timeline, you see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. You cannot spread your element duration more than the duration of your entire page. So all the way to when the second page starts. You see, I cannot drag this thing right here like any further. So I am limited by the length, the duration of that page 1, because the element is on page 1. The second thing you should know about, let me come back to page 1 right here, and let me delete this animation right here. So just simply delete it like so with my delete key. You can also select multiple elements. You see, now I'm gonna select the text box that says Happy Monday, and then the other text boxes right here. Well, actually there's one more text box, so this one right here, and the circling effect. So that's 3 different elements that I'm selecting right now. Again, the More button, show timing, and now I can have control over each of these 3 elements. You see there's a little up arrow right here. If I click on it, this is what you will see. You will have your timeline with multiple layers, multiple tracks. We are getting closer and closer to a proper video editing experience on Canva with multiple, I would say, video track where you can position your elements. So now I can move this in different ways. So let's first select the first text box. Okay, this one, it will appear very early and it stays on screen until the end. The second one, this one I want to make appear a little bit after, like so. And this one right here also, I want to kind of match the other thing right here. Well, actually, I can even make it come a little bit later, like so. And now we can watch the final result. All right, so this is okay, but obviously we could better work on these animations, like scrapbook, probably not the best. So I'm gonna change that very quickly by changing the style of animation, okay? So I'm gonna select the first one right here, animation scrapbook. I don't want scrapbook, I want something more like block. I think block would be more appropriate. Then I will have this one right here, also not scrapbook. I think for this one, I'm just gonna go with no animation at all. So I'm gonna remove the animation. And now I can play that again. And if the elements on your timeline disappear, just select them again. Okay, so that's the way you work with this. You select them again. And now I can see what this looks like. Yep. This is much better. So this is just a quick demo of what you can do with element timing. Diana has created a full tutorial about this feature, which I highly recommend you watch next. I will have a link in the description of the video for you because she shows you with a real life project how to do this both from your desktop and your mobile and how to really use that in a proper video production with Canva. So that was element timing, a crowd's favorite, I would say, something you guys have been waiting for a very long time. It has now rolled out to approximately 50% of Canva users. So if you don't see that option in your Canva account yet, please be patient. It is coming soon and it will be available for both free and pro users. And also you will be able to do this from a mobile or from your desktop. So element timing all across the board for every single user. Thank you, Canva. The next new feature I want to talk about, still in the category of making videos, is a new transition. It's called Color Wipe Transition. It is coming to all Canva users, free and pro alike. And yeah, it's currently being rolled out to everyone. So if you don't see it yet, it's coming very soon. But let me show you how it works. This will work for both a presentation and a video doc type. Okay, so either of the two. So let's start with a presentation. Let's come back to my digital brainstorm presentation. I want to show you how to add a transition to your presentation, to your different slides, and also how to use that color wipe. All right, so for doing that, you are going to locate on your thumbnails right here. And by all means, if you don't see this thumbnail view at the bottom of your page, it might be because it just it's collapsed. This panel is collapsed. So locate this little arrow right here. When you hover over it, it says show pages. Then simply click on it. Okay, by clicking on that arrow, you actually collapse and reveal that panel right here, which shows a thumbnail of every single slide you have in your presentation. So the first thing you need to do is to have this panel actually visible. Next, you go to any of your slides and then you click on the little more button like so and locate the button that says add transition. So I'm going to click on that. You will come to your transitions and color wipe this one right here is actually the new transition I wanted to show you guys. So let's click on it, and I see that Canva will auto-generate 4 different colors from my document, okay? I can customize these colors if I want to. So if I want to change the last green one here for black, I can do so. I can customize any of the colors really, but I think it's nice that these colors are generated from your doc. It adds to this consistency in your presentation. So a couple of options here. You can modify the duration of this animation, this transition, from 0.1 second to 2.5, but I think 1 second was actually a good length for this. And then you can change the direction. So you can go from right to left, left to right, up, down, and also diagonal, which is pretty cool. So coming up from any of the angles. So I kind of like this one right here because then it drags me, with the last color being black, it drags me to the black slide. So I'm gonna click on that arrow, and there you go. This transition has been applied between slide 2 and 3 right here. It would have been nice that Canva shows you the transition when you click on your grid view right here to show there's a transition between these 2 slides. Currently doesn't, but that's okay. And you cannot add the transitions from this grid view. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but we'll go with it. You can only do it from here, okay? So little plus menu right here, change transition, and you can change that. What you can do is to apply the same transition between all of the pages, all of your slides, which I wouldn't recommend you do for a presentation. It's always good to have a little bit of variation in your transitions, or maybe not a transition after each and every single slide. Because you kind of lose some of the dramatic effect of adding like curated transition of specific moments for specific slides on your presentation. So that's how you do it on a presentation doc type. Let me quickly jump over a video doc type. So we have a video right here with a couple of pages. Again, this is a template. So in this case, it's a little bit easier because you do have the possibility to add your transition in between the pages, which we don't yet have in presentation document types. So in order to add your transition, very simple, you click on that plus button and you locate the lower button that says add transition. And from here, go for your color wipe, and then you'll have the same options right here. So yeah, that's how color wipe transitions work. And I love that you can customize these 4 colors, and you can be creative with these 4 colors. You don't have to use 4 colors. You could do 2 and 2 of the same, and that way you have only 2 different colors. So feel free to be creative with this feature. Also, let me know in the comments if you already have it. And if you don't, again, please be patient. I cannot help you get it faster. Canva is rolling it out to everyone. So just a question of maybe days, maybe weeks in the worst case scenario, but you will eventually get this feature, get this new transition. All right, guys, I have 2 more features to talk about. This next one belongs to another category. I call this category ecosystem because it really has to do with the Canva apps, or this new ecosystem of Canva apps that you can plug into Canva and extend the functionalities of Canva. So this particular feature is a little tweak, a little improvement to something that already existed. So what already existed is this homepage app discovery hub. So if you, from your Canva homepage, if you go down to discover apps, this directory of apps right here is what already existed. But what's new here is that Canva will start suggesting apps when you start typing in this search bar right here. So let's say, for example, I'm typing auto. So we can see here auto enhance, auto focus, which are the names of 2 different Canva apps, Canva extensions. So this really makes my life easier. As someone who might not know any of the Canva apps I can use, this is indeed pretty useful. Let's try another one. Let's try QR. And here again, I have a bunch of different suggestions: QR code generator, ME QR generator, Biocon stack QR, QR code. So a bunch of different suggestions right here for name of these apps that I might not know about. And indeed, I didn't know any of the names of these apps. So that's what the feature does. It's very simple. It suggests name of existing apps or specific searches you might do that would lead you to some relevant apps that you can discover in Canva. Let's do a last search for publish, okay? Because there are lots of publishing apps. Here, there is no particular apps with the name publish in their title, in their name, but I can search for publish. And now Canva will show me a bunch of apps that I can use to publish my designs, okay? So you can publish in Flipping Books, Panda Docs, Issue, you can publish on all of these different apps in Canva. But it lets me really sort out. I could try color as well. I type in color, and here Canva will show me a bunch of different apps right here in their ecosystem that have to do with colors and tweaking colors. So I thought I would show you this little update. It's nothing big, nothing major here, but really improving the quality of life when you search for apps. And for those of you who didn't know that Canva had apps, I highly encourage you to use this Discover Apps button. It's right here on your homepage. You don't have to scroll or anything. Just look at this menu right here, click on Discover Apps and explore. So this is the same thing as going into Canva. Let me show you from an existing document. I'm gonna go back to my brainstorm presentation right here. The way you find these is simply by going to the More button, and then right here you are in the different apps. So you will see most of the apps right there, but for some of them, like the publishing apps, for example, you will have to go to the Share button and then the More button right here. And by scrolling down your different options to publish a specific design, you will see more of them, especially in the More option right here. You will see apps that might not show up on the menu right here on the left side. So if you don't find it here, it's probably here under the Share button, okay? So that's what I wanted to show you. And also, if you are a developer and you are interested in collaborating with Canva for developing specific apps or specific extensions, like the one I just showed you, there is a page on the Canva website for you. It's called canva.com/developers, and this is what it looks like. So it's basically building up on this announcement that Canva made at Canva Create back in September, where they announced a new marketplace for app developers who will be able to create these extensions, these applications that will connect with Canva. So that page right here, Build Almost Anything and Empower 85+ million users. Actually, Canva recently hit the 100 million users. But this page right here invites developers to really understand how they can create something using the Canva API that will potentially become an extension, a Canva app in that ecosystem. Okay, so I am not sure what this marketplace is going to look like, if Canva is going to somehow monetize this. I imagine that for developers, there should be some kind of monetary incentive to incentivize them to create content that connects with Canva. I am not sure. I'm not a developer myself, but if you are and are interested in knowing more, you can join the waiting list right here from this homepage. I'm going to link that page in the description below so you can easily find it later. But yeah, I would definitely encourage you, if you are a developer, if you are interested in new opportunities, to explore, to at least read this documentation, discover this landing page and see what Canva has in store for you. Alright guys, we made it to the last new feature for today. Again, we are moving categories, moving to the print product category. And I have two new print products to talk about. And depending on where you live, you might or might not have these products available to you yet. So let's jump into the first of these two new print products, which is the ability to create and print custom envelopes with Canva. So for that, let me show you where to start. Start by locating the print product category. Okay, click here. And because it's a new product, it's likely that you will see it first right here in the popular. So for me, it's right here. Otherwise, you probably will find it under your cards and invites. You see envelope C6 in landscape. I'm gonna click on that. So Canva will open a canvas with the right dimension and show me a bunch of different templates right here. So these are envelope templates. They look nice. You can click on any of them. You can change the information. You can add your own address, your company logo, your colors. Everything basically is customizable. And you have all of these different templates, which do look nice. So I'm going to replace the current page. This is just another style. Here's yet another style for maybe the end of the year holidays. So you have a bunch of different templates that you can customize. Once you are happy with it, just click on the print envelopes and you will see how they look in a mockup, but also you will see like how they look on a flat lay, I would say. You have the dimension of your envelope. And yeah, you can select the pages you want to print, because you could have like different designs for the same envelope and then choose, okay, which page. And then you have the price for the different bundles of envelopes. Okay, you see, starting at one envelope at 50 cents, 15 cents of a euro, 5, 10, etc. So you can really go ahead, order your envelopes. I like that Canva gives you the price per envelope, and yeah, you'll have your custom envelopes. So on the technical side, Canva communicated to us that these are natural uncoated finish. So it's easy to write on the envelopes, and on the back of these envelopes, and by all means, I have never seen them physically myself, but I'm looking forward to trying this out. So on the back of them, you have this adhesive strip that you can peel off and to close, to stick the back of your envelope nice and tidy. So these are for the specs of the envelopes, and the product, the print product, will be available or is already available to 100% of Canva users in the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, European countries, and the UK. So if you are in one of these countries, try out the envelopes. That's a new print product. And last but not least, Canva Print now also offers bound documents to allow you to pretty much print your documents and bind them with this little spiral thingy in the middle and flip them like a textbook or, yeah, a bound document, like the name indicates. Now, this is also to be found under the Canva Print button right here, the print products. And if you move over to the second tab right here, so under your print product, move over to the second tab that says marketing, click here and you'll see bound documents. Okay, so I'm gonna create one right now, and I'm gonna populate this with some document that I already have in this right format. So I have this other tab right here in which I have poured all of the 18 pages of the first issue of the Rondi magazine, which you might recognize from a previous tutorial on this channel. So I have all of my pages right here, and I'm ready to print this as a print bound document. So click on the button right here and you will see kind of how it looks. So this is pretty neat. I can have like the closest I can get to a real magazine would probably be this, right? So I'm gonna close this, and yeah, you can select the pages to print. So here, all of the pages. That's great. In this second menu right here, you can choose the style of paper. So you have standard paper, yeah, 120 grams. And you have premium paper, which is thicker, 148 grams. And it's a thicker, more durable paper choice. Let's go with the premium. How many? So one document will be 14 euros. And then you have the prices for more and more documents. Now, just like for the envelopes, this new print product is probably going to roll out in the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, zones where most of the print products are concentrated at the moment. But I sincerely hope Canva Print will make it all over the world at some point, as Canva grows and grows their partnerships with printers all over the world. All right, and this is it, guys. We made it through the 6 new features, and I'm gonna leave you guys with Diana's tutorial on element timing, which I mentioned earlier in the video, because I truly believe this is going to change the way you create videos and animations with Canva. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.